Hello and welcome to the Ripple Effect. I am Selena. So today's topic is being in possession of stolen goods. This can be taken a myriad of ways, but this is intended to notify and to put the ladies on notice who are in a situationship. You're in a half relationship. You got a piece of a man, someone's man. Emphasis on someone's man and not yours. There is a tendency in our society to glorify and say that side chicks are winning. Let me go ahead and abolish that. They're not winning. They're in the possession of stolen goods. Because if you're holding on to something that does not belong to you, and I know ladies may say, he can't be stolen, because he's mine. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Let me tell you a story. So in scripture, there is two sisters, Leah and Rachel. Now, Jacob, when you hear the stories in the Bible about the lineage, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob saw Rachel and wanted to marry her. Okay, I'm going to have to give y'all a little Bible, and I hope you don't tune out. Pay attention because it's something important. He wanted to marry Rachel, but he didn't have anything. So Laban, Rachel's father, stated, hey, work for me for 7 years and you can have Rachel's hand in marriage. Now, Rachel was the younger sister. She had an older sister named Leah. And the Bible is clear when it talks about Leah. It says that she was dull on the eyes or to the eyes. In other words, she wasn't, I don't like to call people ugly, but she wasn't beautiful, I guess, in those standards. But the Bible also is very clear, and it talks about Rachel, and it says that she was fair and she had a comely shape. I guess she had that hourglass back in the day. And on their wedding night, when Jacob was supposed to marry Rachel, Laban tricked him, and he ended up marrying Leah, sleeping with her, and then waking up the next morning and whoops, realizing he had been bamboozled and hoodwinked, and he got Leah. Now, he didn't want Leah because he loved Rachel. Emphasis on the word love. The Bible is very clear. Get in your scripture and read it. However, Leah's womb was opened, okay? Now, Rachel was barren. She couldn't have any kids. But Jacob slept with Leah multiple times. The Bible is very clear. She had her first son. Then she had another son. Then she had another son. Then she had another son. She had 4 boys, okay? And Jacob, who loved Rachel and did not like, I can't be too sure, I cannot remember if the scripture said he hated Leah. He still was sleeping with her and procreating with her even though he did not want her. Understand those words. Get it real clear in your system. He did not want her and he still slept with her. So some of us ladies are, as I stated in my previous video, you're being used for your body and he don't even want you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Like, take that into your soul and your spirit. And realizing that there are men out there who will sleep with you, use your body or any other orifice that you may have, and not even like you, not even want you, be in love with someone else. Because just because the man says, oh, I'm leaving my wife, how long are we going to fall for that line? Like, oh my goodness, they've been using that since. The point I'm making is this. If you're going to be in a relationship, let it be a committed relationship. Don't you understand that you are robbing yourself of a chance to be loved as well as give love to another human being, the way God intended for a love to be? And there are some women who are proud about, like, I only, wanted him to sleep with him. That's not how we built. Let's go ahead and shatter that myth. That's not how women are built. If you look in the Bible, that's not how we're built. We're built for love, to be loved, to express love. That's why we are the carriers of children. We're the nurturers because that's what's in us. That's what we're built for. And there are ladies out there who are losing this game. Let me tell you another story. I used to associate with this group of girls, okay? Now, one of them, this was many, many years ago, one of them was telling me about how this guy she was dating, and if she watched, I'm not going to say her name. The guy she was dating, she was upset because the guy she was dating, his wife kept calling her, and she was mad that she kept getting the phone calls. I wanted to read her rights up and down, because if it was you, if you were the woman in those shoes, if it was your husband, and you have the nerve to be upset that his wife is calling you, oh, what does that make you? And understand you're going to reap that. You're going to reap what you have sown. Because when you know better, you do better. We all know thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, and you may not have been at the altar taking those vows. But when you know that he is married, and it don't take him coming out all the time to say, I'm married, because ladies, we can be investigative and play CSI when we want to and figure something out. And also, God has given us a woman's intuition. So, a lot of people will say, hey, I didn't know he was married. I didn't know he was in a relationship. There's a small percentage who can say that because guys can be very clever. But there's also women out there who know the truth and continue to pursue a man, be with a man, knowing that he's in a relationship with someone else. And when I read the story of Leah and Rachel, I felt so bad for her, because the Bible talks about how she thought she would have Jacob love her when she gave him a baby. Okay? She thought by having a baby, and this is thousands of years ago, okay? She thought by having his baby, he would love her. And there are women today who are doing the same thing, procreating, busting out babies every 9 months. Some of y'all not even waiting for your body to heal, the standard 2 years. Having a baby thinking that's going to make a man love you. When has more responsibility ever induced love? So if your job giving you more and more work at the same pay, ooh, now you're going to say, oh, I love my job. Oh, I'm so blessed because they give me more work at the same pay. So you think a man getting more children with more responsibility, now he's going to love you more? I'm talking about outside of a marital covenant, okay? That's all I can talk about. I can talk about my surviving my marriage. But for those of us who are living the life that Leah and Rachel did, and they were sisters, blood sisters. There's some of you who relatives, well, I won't go there. But what I will encourage you ladies to do is to love yourself enough to not want anything that is not yours. So as always, join the OAC Nation and become an overcomer and confident. Thank you so much for watching.